What is up, YouTube watchers? Well, as you can tell, I have sold the engine, $200, which means I have $100 in this truck. Got the title put in my name for $58, 50 something dollars, 58, 56, I don't remember. Got the cab mount bolts out. Need to take the bed bolts out, pick the cab up, pick the bed up off the frame. Do what I normally do, like I did to the 99 through 06 Constant, what was, rest in peace. Bought a couple of cans of Rust-Oleum Professional Black, semi-gloss black. Just gonna dust the frame, remove the fuel tank, remove all the emissions, remove the emergency brake cables, all that junk's coming off. I've basically just cut the wire harness up. Basically on the inside, I'm just gonna have the wire harness going to the back to the taillights and the fuel pump, probably the fuel cinder gauge. But I'm still on the fence about just pulling the door panels off, because it's a full manual truck, roll up windows, manual locks. I'm still on the fence about just pulling the door panels and just gutting the doors, cutting the doors like Deadbeat Garage is doing with his little S10. I mean, but how much weight am I going to save from doing that? And is it going to make a difference, rather than just throwing some lightweight seats in here, maybe some Chevy Cavalier seats in here or something, and just keeping fully functional doors? Because by then, you might want to do Lexan windows and all. I don't want to go that far in depth, because this truck already is going to be lighter than the 99 through 07 full size. But I'm going to get the bed off. Next, I'll probably be looking on eBay for a cheap roll pan to order for this thing. A roll pan that has the little area for the license plate to go, because I will not be putting the bumper back on here with the little plastic extenders. I think that is ugly. I don't like that. I like the bed when it looks like this, basically. Basically a mini version of a 99 through 06 Chevy truck, full size. It has, almost the same body line. It's like a mini version. The fender areas are different, but it has that body line. It's like a mini 99 through 06. Would like to see if I can get a manual steering box and some other stuff. Tubular upper control arms, definitely. Probably upgrade to the what I did for my old Blazer I had a while back. Get the newer 2000s Blazer steering knuckles that accept the wheel bearing assembly that bolts in. Get rid of these, upgrade a little bit. I'm going to run the Chevrolet rear end for now. I've seen some people on YouTube say these rear ends will hold up as long as you don't hop them or bounce them, or, skip tires with them or shake them or whatever it's called. It's axle hop, that's what it's called. But, one guy said he ran an 1190 on a factory rear end. He just had a good locker in it. But just going to keep the rear end for now. Going to do full manual brakes. I've been looking up, I think, something off of a Dodge D100 brake master cylinder from the early 90s. Will work on these trucks. Full manual, no brake booster. I don't know. People have done it on YouTube. Let's see. That's about it for now. I guess next in this video, I'll work on getting the cab off and the bed off, and then we'll look at the frame and see what all I'm cutting. I'm doing away with all the metal lines. I may try that evil energy or whatever that Deadbeat Garage tries or uses. I may, look into them for all the braided fuel hoses and stuff, and I definitely want to get a fuel cell put way back here in the very back. Way back. Obviously, delete all this stuff, delete this. Just put one right back here somewhere. I don't know, just probably a top mount. Just drill a little hole here, have the access. And then the battery will be, actually, I don't know if I want it down there or just have the fuel cell right back here. Because I'm not going to be putting anything in this bed. Just have it right back here, close to the edge of the bed. Put the battery back here too. Maybe have a cover over it. But Dodge Challenger. But anyway, I work with her at my school. She's a teacher. But anyway, yeah, just put the fuel cell back there with the battery. And, you know, I was looking at the grill. The grill is in not bad shape. I wanted to get a black grill, black bumper, black everything in the front. Just do like blue and black. But man, that grill is not in bad shape. It's not broken anywhere. None of the clips are broken, nothing. So I may just run it. And this is in good shape too. It just has a bunch of stupid paint on it that I gotta get off. It's been painted red, and I swear black over red. So black, then red, then the original plastic. But anyway, I'll cut you back on whenever I get this turned into a bare frame, which shouldn't take much. I've already got the cab bolts out. Okay, and just like that, we got the bed off. Very, not too sketchily, but kind of sketchily. This is the way I use it right here. This bed is actually pretty light, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But here's my first look underneath this thing. Not bad, not bad. When I took the bed bolts out, nothing popped up, or, you know, the bed didn't sit funny, or the frame didn't bow down, and the bed teetered. The bed, and you know, with all the bolts out, the bed sat pretty flat on the frame, which, I don't know, it may be a good frame. I'm still going to put like a straight edge back here with a level and see how straight it is. I'm gonna have to go inside. My damn dogs are barking. We don't like being left alone. But anyway, all this going away. That looks like a trash can. It's going in the trash can. Exhaust going away. Fuel lines, brake lines might be going away. I may be getting some of that nickel copper brake lines, running my own. New brake hose. Next will be the cab. I got the cab pretty stripped. Probably pull the doors off, which these doors are still like the old-fashioned S10. They have a pin that run through them, so I have to tap out the damn pin. They ain't like 99 throw 6. That's the one thing about 99 throw 6, which is nice. Take out two 10mm bolts, you pop the door up. But I know there's a way. Deadbeat Garage showed a way to customize these. I'm not going to do that. I don't really want to do that. But this thing needs to have a good cleaning. Maybe when I get all this shit off here, I can roll this thing on the trailer, take it to the car wash, power wash it real good. Or what am I thinking? I got a power washer in there I need to pull out. Power wash this frame really good. Then scuff it, sand it a little bit, wire wheel it without killing myself. Having the wire wheel kick back and hit me. Like, what was that? Country Boy Gas Garage. Happened to him one time, if you watch that channel. He was using one of the cup wire wheels, and he was going in like an area, and then bam, it came back and hit him. Lucky that dude's alive, you know. God rest him, or no, not God rest his soul, but you know, good luck to him. But anyway, oh, I didn't even notice the vent is in the middle of the cab right there. You know, on the 99 throw 6s, they're on the sides. Huh. Okay. And of course, the yoke on the rear end has that gigantic balancer. Don't know what's up with that, but I don't know if you could swap that out to a non-balancer style. But yeah, anyway, bump stops, probably be cutting those off. Clean the frame up. You know how I do. I will not be lowering this thing enough to need a step notch, a little notch. I'm not notching this frame. I'm not doing it. I'm leaving this frame completely alone. All I'm going to do is cut off the bump stop right there. Cut the bump stop mount off the frame so it's a clean frame. Have to work on some wiring here. Accidentally cut the ground that goes to the back here. I need to work on all that. But anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna short video, I know, but I'm here alone. The girl's doing spark orders. I can't leave the dogs alone for too long. But that's going to be it for this video. I know it's a short, shitty video, but I can't help it. I got to have her here. Maybe I can get the cab off in the next video. I'll try to post a video right after this one, maybe next day, and get the cab picked up and sat to the side. I went ahead and got the bed propped up right there where I can get the cherry picker out, because I will be using that to pull this cab. This cab should be quite a bit lighter than a 99 throw 7 full-size cab. So, and I got a lot of cleaning doing here. See all that junk in there? That's what rots out the front of these cowls. All that junk gets in there. That's been a problem since the beginning of time for automobiles. Junk collects in there. You can see where it's seeping through. All that seeping through where the seam sealers failed and started cracking, like right here. All this seam sealers cracking. But I may not even run windshield wipers in this thing. I may just leave them off. I mean, if it's going to be a race truck, it's going to be a race truck. No windshield wipers. I would like headlights, taillights, turn signals, horn. You know, I would like all that stuff. But anyway, I guess that's going to be it for this video. I'll make a short video like some other YouTubers do and do hardly nothing but just pull a bed off. But tomorrow I'll try to put another video out with the cab off, and then we could really look at the frame and start pulling off all this junk on here. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, leave comments. I know I watch a lot of Deadbeat Garage, so I got a lot of ideas what to do to this thing. Probably be ordering a set of rear drop leaf springs. I ordered some for that S10 Blazer I had that were 2.5 inch or something like that from Summit Racing. I think it was like $200. Probably be getting another set for this thing. You know, that may be all it gets lowered, or maybe just a little block goes in there in the back. You know, I don't want to slam it. I just want it just lowered a little bit, and then get some 15x8s or 15x10s for the back. Can't go too crazy, but I can try to go all the way to the frame. And, you know, as long as this rear end holds out, and then whatever I get, well, I mean, if I get a 8.8 Explorer rear end, I could just have to drill out the lugs to accept. I want to keep it 5 by 4 3/4 or whatever, the small Chevy lug pattern, small 5 lug pattern. I want to keep it that to match the front. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. Stay tuned, I guess, for the next video tomorrow. I'll try to get one out tomorrow. I got to change oil in old girl's car. But anyway, thanks for watching. You guys have a great day or night.